Good afternoon. It is 4 p.m. on a Wednesday. I was offered to work tonight, and Jay told me no because I had been exposed to COVID 2 days ago, and I wasn't sure yesterday if I was getting it or not. I was going to test this morning, which I ended up doing and tested negative, just like I did last 2 weeks ago when I was sick, and I was convinced it was COVID because I had 101 fever. I felt miserable. My lungs hurt. Just all the real symptoms of, actual COVID, and negative. I took 2 tests at home and went to the Express Care, and they tested me, and and they tested me twice. Once rapid test, and the other one is like even more accurate, like less likely to be a negative result because they really detect to see if that virus, any trace at all, negative. So, but this time I was exposed to someone that knew that the day after we hung out, we just talked. We were socially distanced for the most part. I mean, it was a quick hug goodbye, but it was not anything like intimate contact, So there was we really weren't that close, but at the same time, it's kind of that scary virus. Like, oh my God, you're going to catch it. And when I asked them how they were feeling the next day, they said like death. And I'm thinking, oh my, and then it was my birthday. So I was around my sons and his girlfriend and their neighbors. And I thought, oh no, they're going to blame me. Like, I just saw like this whole domino effect, this whole like bowling pin effect of everybody's going to be tainted and sick because of me. It's all my fault and blah, 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 blah. And just seeing the negative test this morning, combined with the fact that knowing that my boss didn't want me to work anyway, he went ahead and, pretty much excused me from work today. And I have opted to go on a date. Well, not really a date, a meetup. I agreed to meet someone that I've been chatting with. I know then I started getting these like, oh my God, I didn't tell anybody. Like, what if he's a robber? What if, he comes with a gun? What do I do? My mind went down those very dark alleys. And it really, that is true. But then there's another part of me is like, Deb, live a little, risk a little bit. I've been in such a depression and I've been feeling so lonely, so lonely. Like painfully lonely, like the kind where it feels like something's sitting on your chest and you can't breathe. And it's a horrible feeling. And, sometimes you'll just go to any lengths just to have some sense of some other human being recognizing that you're there, because you start to feel like you're dying. And I've experienced this. So, and this is technically one of the things they use to describe narcissists, that they can't survive without outside validation, so there's that whole, oh no, I'm a narcissist now, It's like people would identify me usually as being the ultra sensitive empathic type. I am very sensitive to what's going on. I'm very easily startled. I'm very jumpy. Not as bad as I was in my younger years. Gotten a little more stable as I've gotten older, but at the same time I feel like I'm going through a destabling phase. I go through several of them a year. That actually came into my mind this week, like my boss has seen me go through these episodes before, where I just it's just like not a good time. But I just got really hungry. I made some Mexican chicken and tortillas. I really had no food in the house, so I had to make something, and really it seemed like, okay, I can do this. It's Wednesday. I told myself Wednesday was my baking day. And so, tortillas, that's baking, right? That counts, right? Yeah, it does. Even if it is just on the stovetop, and even if I did just do a half recipe, that's more than enough. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get off here and give this a watch.